Okay, so guys, you're welcome again to another stream. You're welcome to my stream here again. So in today's stream, I'm updating you on gbpjpy. So I'm updating you on gbpjpy. If you have been following me, so I have gbpjpy going on for a while now. So the trade which I entered. I told you so. It hits my take profit on gbpjpy. It wasn't all, so I didn't take it on all of my account, like I said. I took it for a few of my accounts. So I'm sharing my screen with you right now. And let's go on XAU USD, or yeah, this is XAU USD. I'm waiting for. So maybe before I go to GBP, let me show you, because we are on XAU, so that we'll just not leave it. So we have XAU, which is good, and this is what's happening. There's some gap here. Definitely the price will come to close this gap. So we might see some push to the downside, before we get a good buy for XAU USD, which is gold. So might still get something of this nature on gold. You understand? Might get something of this nature on gold before we buy. We'll buy again. Might get something of this nature, or even to this side. I don't know where it's gonna be, but because of this space, that's the reason why I'm saying we get a drop. We might get a close of this space. And if we don't get a gap there, if we don't get a close there, then the price can definitely keep pushing. So that's for GBP JPY. So that's for XAUSD. Now we are on GBP JPY, our favorite. My favorite GBP GJ. So this is what's happening on GJ. Update, quick update on GBP JPY, and this is what's happening. I don't think there's any news. I don't think there's any news on Wednesday. We have news on Wednesday. Yes, we have news on Wednesday. Balance of trade, inflation rate, and balance of trade. We have news on the both of them, which is JPY. The Japanese yen, there is news. So this is what's happening on this particular pair right now, which is GBP GJ. So let me expand this so you can see. On GJ, I waited for this trade for long, but it is what it is. You can be the you know, patient dog here, and you still not get a fattest bone in the market. Sometimes it's like that. You understand? But it's good to protect my capital. Is for my capital preservation, I'm still fine. So this is the gap that didn't pick me. So you can see all this space is gap. It's just that the market have gone up to fill that gap. So all this space is gap. So immediately on Sunday morning, it gap all here. So I didn't enter because there was a lot of leverage, like I said. So I said leverage. The spread was too much. The ask price was very away. The bid price, everything was just started. So I said, okay, then I'll hold on to this for now. Let me not just rush in because I want to go into a trade. So I left the trade and I didn't enter any trade. So I'm getting another entry now. So I want to show you where I'm anticipating for GBP JPY to drop to. Then I'll get a good buy again. So let's start from here, and I'll delete this, delete everything here. So since we missed this particular entry now, what we are waiting for, now is another entry. Because once there's a change of character, the price can push to whichever way you want to go, but definitely we'll still get a tap in. Then we'll go in again for a good, a good buy or a good sell. So we can label here as a break of structure, as a change of character, because this is the last low. This is low. This is the last low. This is the last low here. This is the last low that led to the break of this structure here. So this is the last low, and this last low is now taken out. So this last low, since this last low is taken out, we can call here our change of character. Let me increase this a bit. So here we can call here our change of character. I think 8 is too small, 12 is better, right? Okay, so can call here a change of character. So as usual, since there is a change of character, what is going to happen is I'm going to drop my fib from there. And what am I going to do? So let me delete all this so you can get. I've done it. I've done the analysis and all of that. I want to come here and update you because I promised yesterday in my on my live stream that I'll come back to update you all guys who are following on my trades. So I'm updating you now. So here I'm drawing from my 50, from my 61 to my 38. From my 61 to my 38, I'm drawing. So this is what it is now. Watch out. So as I usually tell you, I'm not going to enter this white space because there is some kind of like a white space here. So you can see this is my protected low. Currently, this is my protected low, right? And I'll label it now. Protected low. Ah, this text is small. Yeah. So this is my protected low. So imagine my protected low being here and my stop loss is below my protected low. You're gonna see that I'm risking 67 pips. So to avoid risking 67 pips, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this space. I'm going to decrease that particular space to fit in, to fit in a space which you can get in on a buy. So what how can we do that? Because this is the original space which you can buy, but because of this, I told you that when I get all my zones marked from the higher time frame, even the 45 minutes I'm on now, I'm on the 45 minute, is still kind of like a higher time frame. So what should I do now? I go down to I go down to the 30 minutes. So I'm looking for internal structure. The internal structure is what's gonna give me that zone, that tight zone I'm looking for to give me a better, risk to reward. So I go down to 15 minutes time frame. What's the 15-minute time frame doing? Is there any structure in between that change of character? If there is, then I'm not going to use this for my entry. I'm going to use this because there is a structure in between before the break of the structure. So before the break of this overall structure here, there is a character here. There is a change of character here. So I'm using this change of character now against this instead of using this instead of using this low, this high, I'm now using this high. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm using here to this low. Here is now my protected low. So what? I'm going to decrease this entry, decrease the entry, and delete it. So my protected low now is going to be moved to here. So this is going to give me a good risk to reward. That's the reason why I do this always. For a better risk to reward, that's the reason why I do this. So this is going to give me a better risk to reward. So as you can see, instead of getting that wide zone, you can see that we have decreased the zone. We have decreased the zone because we are using this inner structure instead of using the outer structure. We are using the inner structure now. So giving us that inner structure, what are we going to do now? We're going to buy from there, SL below the inner structure. At least 35 pips is enough. From the 35 pips, if instead of the 60, the 35 is enough. So we are taking it from the low there to the previous high because there's still potential, there's still bullish potential. There's bullish potential on this particular GJ. So from that low, you can see this is what I'm waiting for. Once it taps in here, we are going. My orders are placed there already on 20th June, Tuesday. Yeah. I want my stuff to be here at the end of this day. So let's see what goes on here. Let's see what goes on here. So if you are following, just mark out your zone, use it as your protected low at the moment. Then you can just give it some breathing space, give it some breathing space. 35 is enough. 35 is enough. So give it breathing space. So this is what's happening. I'm waiting for this to happen. And before then, there is another zone at the top here. There's another zone. So this is the breakout structure here. Even before then, there's another zone here. So I missed this trade. I missed this particular trade because I was trying to contemplate before I know, boom, the market have tapped in and it's gone. So this is it. So this is the particular example I'm following even for the below structure now. So instead of using this space now, so this is the higher time frame to say. This is the higher time frame. So what should I do now? I go on the inner structure and I use the inner structure. So you can see the inner structure will give me a more tight zone, for my risk to reward, and I'll bring it here again. I'll just push it a bit. So this is it. And once it taps in, before I know, like I was trying to contemplate, okay, should I wait for it to drop to the next zone? All of that is gone. The market has tapped in and start moving to my direction. So you can see it. This is the breakout structure. Let me label it now. Now, BOS. BOS also. So there tapped in and it's gone. It's gone right now. So there's another structure here, BOS here. And what can we see? You can see the market taps in there now. And I'm buying. I'll buy from here. If it takes me out, then my next target point will be this. My next target point will be this. If this should take me out, but I'm going in. You understand? I'm going on this particular trade. I'm going in. So there is my outer structure like I usually say to you. Then what should I do next? I'll go again in. I'll go in because there's structure in between. Since it taps in here, before the break of this structure, is there any structure in between? Yes, there is. You can see there's a pull up, there's a push down before finally it breaks. So let me make this thing to be okay. So you can see there's a structure there. So what should I do? I'm not going to buy from the top there. No, this is what I'll do. I'll take my Fibonacci and I'll use this internal structure to the low here. I'm not going to use that low anymore. To the low here. So it's going to be decreased to here. It's going to be decreased to here. Then I'll delete this. It means I'm using here to here. Instead of this up now, I'm using this side. You understand? So you can buy here and put your stop loss below. You can put your stop loss below here. And you can call here a liquidity grab. There's also some, zone here that the price fill. So as you can see, this is what I have. And don't panic if you enter this trade and it takes you out, don't worry. You will have a retest and you buy here to the top. So we have every right to buy. It's either it takes us out here or it keeps pushing from that particular place. So I'll show you where I've done this analysis before now. So you can see this is where I've done this analysis before now. And I think I placed so many orders. Let me check. I placed so many orders there. it didn't pick up. So for this one, it didn't pick up. One didn't pick up. Let me see FTMO also. FTMO also didn't pick up. This one also didn't pick up. So yeah, that's what I'm up to, and I'll see you in my next video.